Welcome to Mike's Circus of the Bass Guitar. This is my circus tent. Now, hello. Got the we're gonna sand the bass today. As you can see, I've got the fret veneer, everything all clipped and trimmed. We're all smooth. You can kind of hear my finger thumping over it though, because I need to be smoothed down more. The ends, I still need to hit that with a file. And then I'll need to either get or I'm going to end up making it, because I'm, again, too cheap to pay Stu Mac so much money for the profile file. So I'm going to make that one too. I got it clamped and working inside again today because it's like 100 degrees outside, and it's been raining, so it's 100 degrees and humid. So it feels like Texas, which is extra bad, because Texas is extra bad. Here's my radius block. It's a little shorter than it was last time because I was stupid and broke it. I guess I could blame it on my son. He's 2. Yeah, so my son broke it. Not really. I ended up not gluing it. I screwed it together. But it's still like 4 inches wide. Should work pretty well. So I'm going to do some sanding on this thing today. I got my sandpaper here, 3M. Always buy 3M. Don't buy cheap stuff. 150 grit. Also got some 200. I think it's like 200 or 220 grit further on. Then I have to go buy more sandpaper because I need to get this guy super smooth. So check this out. I'm gonna glue the sandpaper on. I'm gonna use a little 3M. I'm going to shoot a little spray adhesive on here, trim my sandpaper, stick it on, and get to work. Alright, here we go. We're going to do some sanding. Got my paper glued to the block. This is the 100 grit, so this is real rough. I'm not going too crazy with it. Important to keep it nice, even strokes. Go as long on the stroke as you can. Kind of angle the block a little bit so you're not creating high spots. There, that's feeling pretty good. Got a little bit further to go, but we're doing all right. Alright, let me wipe this off and we'll check for high spots. Okay folks, check this out. I'm going to use a pencil, make just some basic scribe marks across the board so I can see high and low spots. This will give me a better idea where I need to sand the further I get. Basically you're going to sand lightly. I'm still using 100 grit. And where you see pencil remaining after you make a few passes, you know you got a high spot. You can peel off the paper, stick it back down to a new section, so you're not using nasty paper. Okay. A little paper towel here, very, very lightly damp. This will let me take off the dust and look for my high spots. Got a little bit here, a little bit up here, a little bit back here towards the end, but otherwise pretty good, truth be told. So I'm going to give it a few more passes with the 100 grit. Also, a couple people asked me towards the end, you saw some marks some like smudging or whatnot next to the frets. That's actually leftover glue. It's kind of worked itself into the fretboard, but that's all going away with the sanding. So we'll have nice, clean, smooth fretboard. I'm going to change my paper and let's smooth it out. Try and keep your block moving straight up and down the fretboard. Because if you start going sideways and falling off, you're going to add screw-ups down the board and it's just not going to be good. You're going to feel it later. I'm pretty confident with my ability to make straight lines. Alright. That's feeling good. I definitely need to do the profile here soon. Profile the sides. Let's go to a less gunked up part of the paper and make a few more passes. It's going faster than I thought it would. Yeah, I got all the high spots. They're good. So the fretboard now is essentially level. The radius is good on it. Okay, that's pretty good. We're going to make a few more passes with this. I'm going to switch to 220 and then I'm going to have to go buy some sandpaper because I don't have any 400 grit. But we're going way up to like, probably at least 1,000 grit before we're done. Look at all that dust. It's all rosewood dust, dirt. But look at that sexy ass fretboard. Man, that's nice. It's really smooth. I can't feel any transition. I don't know if you can see it. It's even starting to get a little gloss to it. That's really nice. And that's only 220 grit. I got to go get some 400 and 800 and I'll end up going... I'm still not decided if I'm going all the way up to like 2,000 grit. Because I want it either really highly polished or I may just cheat and get some like 2-part epoxy and coat the fretboard just to protect it, because I don't want to chew it up too much with the strings on it. But I'm not decided yet, so at the very least I can take it all the way up to a nice high polish on the wood, and if I decide to epoxy it later, you know, I have a nice smooth surface to put it on. So yeah, sanding the fretboard, part 1 in the bag. Cheers, folks.